Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Davida with Medium of the Light Tarot. I am with you today to do an 11:11 reading for twin flames and soulmates. I was drawn to use this card. I don't quite know how this is going to roll out because my guides were like, let's do this. I said, okay. What kind of information do you want to pass on? We know that you are concerned and worried about what will be. Not only for the two of you, but for different aspects in your life that are uncertain. And of course, with life, there is uncertainty and a lot of unknowns. That is the beauty of life. First, we want to focus on the connection that the two of you share. With this 11:11 portal that is opening, here coming up pretty soon, is one of expansion and yet contraction. With the two of you, it will make you expand and contract depending on how much healing you've done on your own inner wounding, your own inner child work. Let us begin with the reading for the Twin Flame Collective and what your ensuing jobs will be. We have not discussed this with Davida before. She was hesitant and dismissive to the idea of it. And because of this 11:11 portal that's opening, it's time to share that agenda. It's kind of weird because I'm like, are you using the cards or no? You have or have not heard the term of the 144. Excuse me. This is the term that's been used with different channels, and we want to reiterate the importance of it. This is the beginning wave of a wave of massive amounts of energy and people coming together and weaving themselves in a way that will expand and further the goal that each one of you have together and collectively. Okay, so now they want me to pull a card. We've got the 9 of Earth. What I'm hearing that this is an initiation into something much heavier than you would originally have anticipated. This is not about the love relationship between the two of you. It is much, much bigger than that. And the more that we can get the majority of you to see that, the better off you will all be. And that's why readers and channels alike, anyone who's bringing forth this information, is ringing the bell of, you need to do your healing. You need to do your healing. You need to feel your feelings. You need to go in and work on that which no longer serves you. They're asking me now to start using another deck, actually a couple of other decks that are geared towards self-healing. First, we're going to use this one, and forgive me, I cannot remember the name of it. Okay. Light attributes and shadow attributes. So this one is for the person who owns this deck to write in their own things that they want to work on. And they'll tell us what that is in a minute. What I'm hearing is that's the wild card for each one of you to figure out what yours is, what you need to work on. Now this is detective. It was upside down, so the shadow aspect of that is voyeurism and falsifying information. Now, where is it in your life that you falsify stories about yourself, others, so they want you to be the detective and go into that deeper knowing and healing? They're saying not everyone, of course, is going to have the same traumas that each twin flame has. They're saying that the core dysfunction is the illusion of separation. The next one that came out is scribe, and it was in the reverse. Altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. Because like I said, it was in the reverse. So this is about being your own detective and figuring out where you are altering facts and plagiarizing others' work. You know, and this is all internal work. So be your own detective and be your own scribe, and to figure out where you are rolling along with other people's facts and adopting those facts as your own when they're really not. Right now, especially here in America, there's a need to come to some kind of consensus. And I think this is mirroring that, probably, I would assume, globally. Okay. And the Archangel Michael came out just before I did this reading. It says, trusting heaven, you are safe, angels stand close, surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Interesting, this one came out. And of course, it was all of these are in the shadow attributes. This is a nun and a monk. Negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety. So where in your mind do you feel like, oh, if I'm going to be spiritual and take on this twin flame task of bringing a higher level of energy onto the plane, onto this physical plane, you know, what do I need to sacrifice? What do I need, you know, how do I need to be pious, you know, and then of course it causes judgment. So this is all about healing, people. Okay, let's go back into the message from Spirit. We want you all to understand that you did not come into this lightly. You did not come into this blindly. But of course, you don't remember now that you're here in the 3D, because the 3D definitely involves forgetting. It's kind of the name of the game, because if you remembered, then it might not be so much of a game. As Davida feels the magnetic pull of the twin flames when she is doing readings for twin flames, we want you to all understand that that feeling of magnetism that you feel with your twin or with your higher level soulmate, whatever you want to call it, because twin flame is the, the word for the moment. We need you to deeply feel the magnetics of it. The more you can feel the magnetics of it, go within it, breathe it, feel it, integrate it into your physical body and your energetic system. It will make the journey so much easier. And not a lot of people are talking about that. So it's all about the energy of the magnetism. And if you're a twin flame, you know what that is. And like I said, it's just a word. It's just words. But you know what I'm talking about. If you are in this situation here, you know what that feeling feels like. And other people will laugh at you and scoff at you. I mean, my God, I'm putting a video out here that people would go, wow, she's Nutty Professor. But hey, I have tested myself enough to know that when spirit talks, I listen. And I've gotten enough confirmation to go, wowzer. I don't know how it happens, but it's beyond my understanding. So once again, they're reiterating about the energetic feeling of the magnetism. The more you go into it, the more you breathe into it, the more it will transform you into what we are trying to accomplish, what we are collectively here to do. Now back to the 144. It's interesting, they're showing me a fluctuation between 144 and 148. They're saying within that extra 4, there is an exponential jump in consciousness that is available to you with the knowledge of the energy, what it feels like, and how to become familiar with it and have it housed in your body and in your physical energetic system going forth. The more you can integrate that, the more you will have that quantum ability to jump. This is valuable information that those who it's supposed to reach will reach it. You will get this. What I'm hearing is they say this could be a small audience of those who are prepared and those who are ready. But those will be able to take it and transform it to the others. They're laughing and saying how much they enjoy watching us struggle, because we choose our own struggle. We bring on our own struggle. So now they want me to use these surrender cards. So collectively, as a twin flame collective, what do we need to surrender to? Surrender, denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Give me more information about that, please. They're saying that all of us know a hell of a lot more than we are allowing in. We're not seeing what's available to us. That there is abundance all around us. And with this task of being the twin flames, we need to let go of the earthly attachments of this supposed love affair. If one is in union or currently not in union, they're saying take off the blindfolds, look around you, feel your feelings about it, and move forward bravely. I don't know where this came from, but I heard said that we are I know, I just lost it. Let's see if it'll come back. a curious species. Why would you say that? I said that the level of denial is great. That we fool ourselves on so many levels, not even talking about the twin flame journey. That we don't even know we create our own experience so deeply and so profoundly that we've given up our freedom to go along with the consciousness of all who's on this planet, and we've agreed to suffer and, whatnot. It says surrender to creativity. So if we let go and we surrender to pretending like we don't know, and we employ creativity using a mirror to see what we didn't want to see before, and we let go of resentments, we let go of the disappointments, the things that we thought should have worked out in our denial, in our delusion. And if we employ creativity and get rid of resentments, we can go much farther. And I'm really drawn to this Archangel Michael because he is such a powerful being. And this is a pretty depiction of him. Nice, pretty boy, right? Who doesn't like pretty boys? He says that he's here with you. And when you feel like you need protection in this journey, call upon him. He's here to assist. And he said that's a part of letting go of the denial. You could be very religious, but you would deny the fact that he could come to you personally and help you, whether consciously or unconsciously. Let's see, what other cards want to come out here? Let's do some of these. All right, so we're going to do this. I think this is Star Seeds deck. I should know, but I don't. Let's see, what does the Twin Flame Collective need to know at this time? The breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. And the reason I'm laughing is because I'm constantly trying to micromanage the universe. And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who do. But they're trying to let us know that we don't need to. It's interesting how it's going into, the breath, using the breath, letting go, and going with the flow. Because Archangel Michael here is saying, trusting heaven. Trust that they got your back. Trust that you don't have to try to force this to happen. Whatever this is, whatever you're wanting. If you're wanting union, if you're wanting to find your spiritual purpose. Empathic starseed. Energetic sovereignty. Absorbing what's not yours. And that's a part of the denial. If you are an empath and you are absorbing other people's energies that isn't yours, that you don't have to take care of, how is that hindering your process? Say your twin flame is not really showing up as far as doing their healing. Are you taking on their stuff? I mean, in essence, you guys are both one, but you know what I'm saying. So that's an empathic message. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. And see how there's the divine feminine and divine masculine? He's floating around in the water and she's, I don't know what she's doing, on a big lily pad or something, hanging out. Looks pretty awesome to me. So this is a possibility for all of us. And see how dreamy it is? It's like manifesting your dreams into reality. That's what that is. So the Archangel Michael is, what I'm hearing is saying that we can manifest that stuff. We can manifest the surrender to sweetness, to feel the gloriousness of it. We just have to trust and try not to micromanage. Oh, that's one of my big faults. Trying to control. Fall into my arms. Surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Wasn't that what we were just talking about? Trusting, surrendering, not having to try to micromanage. So it's the call to let go, to trust. And here's the next one that came out. Jump in. This is Andromedan energy. Adventure and say yes to change. We might as well say yes to change, right? Because it's going to happen anyway. And let's pull someone from this one. This is a Claire Mack deck. Independently done. She's a gal from Seattle. The imagery is absolutely phenomenal. And the energy of this deck is, I would have to say, of all the decks I have, this one has the best energy right out of the box. So Claire, whatever you're doing, girl, you got it. And once again, it's Claire Mack. You can go to her website. She's got this one, which is the Illuminated Earth Oracle. And it's got a nice little book that goes along with it. What do we collectively need to know here as on this twin flame journey? Very nice. Harmony. And I'm drawn to, if you can see it, that line in between, and if it's, allow me to have this moment, but like this could be the masculine, this could be the feminine energy without the bodies, and how it comes together and creates one. That is a beautiful card. And the guides are also saying, and this is about, because what was it earlier? They were talking about sovereignty. Where was that? Energetic sovereignty, with this empath. So it's creating harmony within yourself, realizing what you absorb from others, whether it's your twin, your soulmate, lover, whatever. You know the feeling. It's amazing. Anything else you'd like to add here? We want you to be gentle with yourself. At this time, there's a lot of twins on the journey, soulmates, whatever you want to call it, that are putting themselves in a very strict timeline. They're saying something about you're putting yourself on such a strict timeline that you could be modifying timelines in not a suitable manner for you that would be for your highest good. We want you to surrender. I didn't really realize until it says surrender, surrender, surrender. Those are surrender cards, but, with having this one in between it. So that's our task, is to surrender and not try to micromanage and trust our angels, our guides, the higher power, and to let them have the reins and for us to enjoy the ride. Look how relaxed she looks. hope that this was helpful. I feel all of this lovely energy going out to each and every one of you who are going to be hearing this and resonating with it. And, you know, the Archangel Michael, he's really been a part of this reading. And he says he will fly to you in a moment's notice if you ask. All right, you guys, I hope that that was helpful. Please leave me a like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Happy 11/11.